Well, hey everybody, Coach Gary Michaelona here. I want to welcome you to yet another Always Be Marketing Get Together here, our marketing boot camp for September 30th of 2015. A year is winding down. So let's get the old show on the road here. What do you say? So let's do this. All right, so just a quick reminder that you are here because you have subscribed. And having said that, remind you to never unsubscribe because bad things can happen to you and you will not receive a doggone thing we send out to you if you unsubscribe from our list. So don't do that. Don't do that. This will be a brief time together here to get you some really important information. The marketing begins right now. I want to urge you to take notes and then to stick around towards the end for some free tips. I think it's some stuff you can appreciate. So let's get going. Look, at the teaching for today is that consistency wins. Okay, and you know, it's nothing new. Consistency always wins. It always has and it always will. And you know why? It's because it's all about the math. And you're going to see that here in just a second. Check this out. So let's talk about winning sales, because that's what drives revenue for all of our businesses. So we're going to look at the anatomy of a sale, all right? So here's the deal. I've taught on this a little bit before, but it's this is a good time to remember this, and it would be appropriate for you guys to write these things down, and you'll see why here in a minute. So here's the deal. The first time you phone somebody, write somebody, go visit somebody, whatever, it's a sales call, that first call, on a national average, only about 2% of the time are you going to get an actual sale on that, on a first call close. But wait, there's hope, there's more. Second call, the percentage on the second call is another 3% would close on the second call. So that's a total of 5%. So if you visit someone a couple of times, make a phone call a couple of times, they're more familiar with you, that aggregate total now is 5%. You see that? So you improve your chances. You go back a third time, or you send another letter or another phone call. That third call, there's an additional 5% that will result in a sale. So you're now at about 10%. The fourth call is worth about another 10%. So when you think about it, you know, it is all about the math. There's 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 10. There's 20% right there by going as often as 4 times. And I'm going to say this right now. I know too many of you guys give up before your fourth call. And yet there's only a 20% chance statistically of making a sale if you give up by the fourth call. So again, it's all about the math. It's all about remembering that consistency wins sales. But here's the deal. Check this out. Because on the 5th call through the 10th call, that other 80% comes home. So in other words, if you make 10 sales calls, there's a really good chance that you will close the deal. You know, basically it works that on your 5th call there's about 10%, and on the 6th call there's another 10%, and on and on and on. So by the time you make a 10th sales call, there's a pretty good chance that if the sale is going to be made, you will make it. But again, it's all about the math. And it's also about building rapport, building a relationship. People like to do business with folks that they know, like, and trust. And if you're just a one-time voice over the phone, it's there are a lot of one-time voices over the phone. There's a sea of noise that's out there, and you're competing with that. And if you're just a one-time post on social media, there's a zillion posts on social media. You got to be more than that. This is why it's all about the math. So write those figures down, post them on your wall of your office. You ought to stare at those frequently. You know, back in July in the boot camp that I did, I mentioned the need for social media. And also there's consistency that's needed in social media. I'm going to give you a resource guide here in a little bit, if you didn't pick it up before, but it's a guide that lists the most important social media. But the important thing is that it's all well and good to post to the important social media platforms, you know, the LinkedIns and Facebooks and Twitters and all that sort of thing, but you have to do it more than once. It's a consistency thing, okay? It is not a one and done proposition. It just isn't. Again, people like to do business with people that they do like and know and trust. So it's not the one and done. It's a do it, do it, do it. Actually, I should have 10 do it's on there, I suppose, huh? So if that seems overwhelming, then as I suggested back in July, you know, get it done for you as opposed to doing it yourself. But this is the key to it. It's got to be out there. This is, you know, one of the best known brands in the world is Coca-Cola. And I'm pretty sure that they didn't just put out one message back about 1913, something like that, and never advertise again. It's out there all the time. They are top of mind. That's how these things work. And in 2016, we want to push on this. So this is going to be the concerted effort going forward into 2016. But this is how you are going to make more and more money doing this, getting the word out on your business. I mentioned my resource guide. So what I would like you to do is and I'll give you an address here in a second, but the resource guide is something I put together. It has links to the resources that I like to use. So my secret press release favorite, where I post those things, what we use for newsletters and list building, and all of the really important social media sites. Get the resource guide, even if you don't do much with it, at least know what it is. And I've also included on the email you got from me today a link to the July the webinar that I did for you, and we talk on there quite a bit about what's going on out there in the world. What are your competitors doing? Be aware of that. So if you didn't catch that live or recorded back in July, do watch that again, and bring yourself up to date on this. It's very, very important. If you ignore it, you do it at your peril. It's serious stuff. So how do you get that resource guide? Look at if you're a United Infrared member or even a non-member, just send an email. We want you guys to be successful, all right? And it's real easy to do it. So send it to, I usually have you send it to Jessica at unitedinfrared.com, but she's going to be out of the office for the next several days. And so go ahead and send it to Gary at unitedinfrared.com. Just say, hey, I want Coach Gary's list, something like that. But send it out, and I'm going to limit the time on it, though. We'll say it's about 2 weeks from Friday. So that's about September 16th, I do believe, right about there. And then after that, we'll cut this off. But this resource guide is very valuable. Now look at the October Photon. Just a heads up for you, the October Photon should be coming up tomorrow, October 1st. So in your email inbox, you should be seeing this, but in it, so here's the heads up, there's going to be a shortcut to the absolute top ranking for your business. Now this comes from the column that I wrote in it, so I want you to make sure you read the October Photon, because while I just explained that success in sales is all about consistent marketing and following up and all that sort of thing, there actually is a shortcut that you can take. Now, this is a strategy that I have not taught before and not really talked much about. I've stayed away from it as I've researched it and saw it develop to where it was, I thought it was viable for us to use. And I'd like to talk with you about that. So you have to go to the Photon to get it. I'm not going to tell you now. So you have to go there tomorrow, but do that, and that's going to be worth your time, very much so. So the October Photon in your email inbox about October 1st, and my column is as Coach Gary's Marketing Corner, and you're going to want to get it from there. So don't miss it. All right. Now, just some final comments from us. I said this would be a quick get together here today. I want to urge you guys, if you are not yet a United Infrared member, I'm going to urge you, jump on board. We have a lot of good stuff here. Everything from great training that's available online, my course, Fantastic and Special Marketing Insights, but discounts on equipment, all that sort of thing. And those of you who were fortunate enough to go to the thermal imaging conference last, 2 weeks ago, I guess it was, about in Las Vegas, it was fabulous. And don't miss the next one, all right? But that's all part of the importance of being involved with the network that is United Infrared. So jump on board, because as I said, there's a lot of good stuff. And if you are a United Infrared member, then go ahead and you can call the office and book an appointment with me. If you haven't done this before, book an appointment. Let's go over what I like to call the plan. Let's take a look at your business, where it's going. Let's lay out some strategy. And we're sneaking up on here it is. It's October, basically. We're about to begin on 2016. So let's take a fresh look maybe at your business, your website, what you're doing, where you're going, where you want to go, and 20-30 minutes with me, something like that. And I think you'll get some. I know you'll get some new direction from me, at least to get one or two things that you should consider doing that maybe had escaped you before. And if you're a United Infrared member, you should definitely take advantage of that. And if you, as I said before, if you are not a United Infrared member, then you need to align yourself with us more than what you're doing right now. Okay. Anyway, with that said, we are going to focus now on having a huge 2016. So we're going to begin that process now. Actually, we began that mere moments ago as we started this webinar. We're going to be focusing on increasing business in 2016. And you guys, when I said I gave you a link to that July Bootcamp. If you have not seen that before, you need to. It'll give you an appreciation for what your competitors are doing out there, and they're trying to outwork you, is what it comes down to, and they're going to be trying to outwork you even more in 2016. So I want to get you up to speed I want to make sure that you are moving forward as fast as you can, so that when January 1st or 2nd gets here, you are hitting that ground running. We're starting now. So we're going to have a huge 2016. Anyway, with that, guys, look it. For United Infrared, I'm Coach Gary. Thanks for stopping by, everybody.